today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Setting up to throw on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Second and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Austin Eckler.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Well, we talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Stanley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Michel, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy in the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield, and he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense.
And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Mayfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 47-yard line.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 38. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stanley. 7 yards the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a first down carry for Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield now. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
Now Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On now, Tucker McCann. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. McCann's kick up and good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Chargers, nothing.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England trotting into place on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one caught by Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. McCann's kick up and good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 3rd down.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
Out of the gun, Herbert. This is caught. It's Cooks. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's caught by Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Aaron Jones on the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So that'll back him up 5. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A very quick pass to Ridley. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down right.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Rams ready to go on offense.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That throw into the arms of Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chargers.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He shakes him off. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete.
Herbert.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Eckler. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For Calvin Ridley.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Complete to Hunter Henry.
A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Patriots, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season.